the Cleveland Browns and the Oakland Raiders. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for James Conner. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run with Breida. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Escapes the defender. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Got some real estate inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll run with a rookie. It's Boston Scott. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On second down, it's Drake. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. This is Breida. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defense.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good to see this man running again. Here's Chris Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Cousins. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception, Cousins. That is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, a 22. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Bryant's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance. To return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays. That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Breida. Gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
It's a big play there for the Browns. 47 yards on the ground. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. On first down, Drake. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
On third down, Drake. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a fourth down now. To play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. First down, here's Cousins. Flush to his right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run with Carson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. This is Carson. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Final play of the half, Cousins. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Flushed out right. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. Looking deep downfield. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay.
The big fella. He's at the 30. And all the way inside the Oakland 20 into the red zone. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now a handoff for Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Well, that 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a pretty big 3rd down mistake right there.
No doubt about it, and everyone's going to be upset. But they have to get out of this now and go ahead and play. They could have someone come at them in a big way on the next down.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. They run again with Breida. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
He's going to get it running right. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Zuerlein now for the PAT. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and it's now 17-14. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run again at Carson. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Let's go.
Here's Cousins. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. There to stop him, Terrell Edmunds.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping is big deep.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Carson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They give it to him running left. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
300.
Cousins to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On the give, this is Drake. And an alley to run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a 1st down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a 3rd down.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. It was Duke Dawson on the tackle, the 2nd-round pick in 2018.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Throwing. Bridgewater. And Jeffrey's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Alshon Jeffrey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Important extra point up and through, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Escaping the pressure right. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. And running, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Browns.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now here come the Raiders. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it second down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the rookie Terrell Edmunds. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was
a mistake,
yes,
for sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball in additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returning, it's Benjamin. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Cousins now, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
On third down, Cousins. It's caught. Jones. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Cousins now to throw on first down. Steps away to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Cousins. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL.